Here's something that might surprise you. Most millionaires in America don't drive exotic cars. They don't wear designer suits. Many of them still shop at regular grocery stores and drive cars that are over 10 years old. So if millionaires aren't spending like millionaires, what are they actually doing with their money? That question changes everything. Because the truth is, building wealth has very little to do with income and almost everything to do with habits. Small, boring, repeated decisions that most people never think twice about. Today we're breaking down 10 money habits that separate millionaires from everyone else. Some of these will surprise you. A few might make you uncomfortable. But by the end, you'll understand exactly why some people build wealth quietly, while others earn a lot and still end up with nothing. Let's start with habit number 1. Millionaires pay themselves first. Before rent, before bills, before anything else, a portion of every dollar that comes in gets set aside for saving or investing. Most people do the opposite. They pay every bill first, and whatever is left over, if anything, goes into savings. The problem is, there's rarely anything left over. Income tends to expand to match spending. So the habit isn't about how much you earn. It's about deciding your savings amount first and treating it like a bill that must be paid. Habit number 2, they track their money. Not obsessively, but consistently. Most people have no real idea where their money goes each month. Millionaires usually know their net worth within a reasonably close range at any given time. This single habit creates awareness, and awareness is what prevents financial drift. But here's where things get interesting. Habit number 3, they avoid lifestyle inflation. When most people get a raise, their spending rises with it. New car, bigger apartment, nicer vacations. Millionaires tend to keep their lifestyle relatively stable even as their income grows, and they redirect the difference into investments. This is one of the biggest hidden reasons wealthy people stay wealthy. The gap between income and spending is where wealth actually gets built. Habit number 4, they think in terms of assets, not possessions. A car loses value the moment you drive it off the lot. A stock, a rental property, or a business can grow in value over time. Millionaires ask a simple question before spending. Will this make me money or cost me money over time? That one question filters out a huge amount of unnecessary spending. Most people don't realize this next one. Habit number 5, they understand debt is not all the same. Not all debt is bad. Borrowing to buy something that generates income, like a business loan or a mortgage on a rental property, can build wealth. Borrowing to buy something that loses value, like high-interest credit card debt for consumer purchases, destroys wealth. Millionaires are extremely selective about which kind of debt they take on. Habit number 6, they invest consistently, regardless of what the market is doing. Many people try to time the market, buying when things feel safe and selling when things feel scary. Historically, this approach tends to underperform. A well-known example is the behavior gap identified by researchers at Dalbar, which has repeatedly shown that average investors earn lower returns than the very funds they invest in, largely because of emotional buying and selling. Millionaires tend to invest on a regular schedule and stay invested through market ups and downs. It's not exciting. It's not dramatic. But over decades, consistency tends to outperform emotion. However, there is one problem nobody talks about. Habit number 7, they treat financial education as ongoing, not a one-time event. Most people learn a little about money in their 20s and then stop. Millionaires tend to keep learning, reading, and adjusting their strategy as they age, as tax laws change, and as their financial situation grows more complex. Money management at 50 looks very different from money management at 25, and staying informed prevents costly mistakes. Habit number 8, they surround themselves with financially responsible people. This one is often overlooked, but it matters. If everyone around you is spending heavily, eating out constantly, and financing new purchases, that becomes your normal. Millionaires often build circles of people with similar financial discipline, which reinforces good habits instead of working against them. Here's the biggest mistake most people make, and it comes next. Habit number 9, they don't chase quick wins. Lottery tickets, meme stocks, speculative bets, get-rich-quick schemes. These feel exciting, but statistically, they almost never build lasting wealth. In fact, research has shown that a significant percentage of lottery winners end up in worse financial positions within just a few years of winning. Millionaires generally build wealth slowly through ownership of assets like index funds, real estate, or businesses held over long periods of time. It's a slower story, but it's a far more reliable one. And finally, habit number 10. They set specific financial goals, not vague ones. Saying, "I want to be rich," doesn't create action. Saying, "I want to invest 15% of my income every month for the next 20 years," creates a plan. Millionaires tend to set clear numbers, clear timelines, and they revisit those goals regularly to track progress. So let's bring this together. None of these 10 habits involve luck. None of them require a six-figure salary. They involve discipline, patience, and decisions repeated consistently over years, sometimes decades. The truth is, most millionaires weren't born wealthy. According to research from Ramsey Solutions surveying thousands of millionaires across the country, the vast majority built their wealth gradually through saving and investing over their careers, not through inheritance or a single lucky break. That means the door isn't closed. It's open. But walking through it requires doing the things most people aren't willing to do consistently. Saving before spending, investing instead of speculating, staying patient instead of chasing shortcuts. Wealth isn't usually built in a single moment. It's built in thousands of small decisions that nobody else is watching. If this video helped you rethink how you look at money, subscribe for more videos about money, investing, and building wealth.